Hi, hello my people. This is your lady once again, Jacqueline Mokaya, the mother of many. I'm here again for another video. Thank you for my returning subscribers for always checking me out. And those who are new in this channel, please consider subscribing. That one subscription will make a great difference in my channel. Please share with your friends and smash the notification bell so that whenever I post a video, you will be the first one to be notified and watch. And it's very educative because with cancer, anybody can get, and you don't know when the whistle is gonna be blown that it's you. Because like me, of course, it was in my family, but I never thought that one day I could have cancer. But the whistle was blown to my side, and that's why I'm here to educate people. Because like for me, I never ever thought. I started going for pap smears when my mother died of cervical cancer, and I've been doing them, but not like the way it was required. But you see, when you are checking one type of cancer, the other types of cancer are coming in. So you better go for your screening and have the knowledge. You never know if it's you today or tomorrow it's gonna be another person. So the questions that I came today, I'm going to answer the questions that I came across in my channel. People were asking, what's cancer? Because some people don't understand. Cancer is abnormal growth of cells. The normal cells that form the body, they can start becoming abnormal, and then they get an abnormal growth. And when they become abnormal, they start forming a tumor or a lump or whatever, a swelling. So, but not all cancers form swellings or tumors. Because like leukemia, there's no swelling or a lump or anything. So it's only the cancer cells. The cancer cells are in the blood and they destroy the blood cells. So that's the abnormal growth of the cells. And we have so many different types of cancers, and the cancers are named after the type of cells they affect. If they affect the squamous cells, there's adenocarcinomas, depending, squamous carcinomas, squamous carcinoma, if it has a combination, depending on the cells of the body that they affect, because we have different types of cells, small types of cells. So depending on the type of cells and the location, that's where we get the kind of cancer. And also depending on the aggressiveness, that's another thing that determines the type of cancer. We have so many types of cancer, and cancer can affect anywhere. You can get cancer in your eyes, in your mouth, in your tongue, in your wherever. I've seen all sorts of cancers. When I practiced, I've seen all types. They affect even your private parts. They affect everywhere. I've seen them all. So you can get a wound here, and that wound turns to be cancerous. So you can get cancer anywhere, and anybody can get cancer. There's nobody who is exempted. You don't know when. Yes, there are those who can live their lifetime and they don't get cancer, but you don't know, because they say the cause of cancer is idiopathic, which means there's no like a definite cause of cancer. Whatever we have is the predisposing factors, the factors that can be linked to this type of cancer. But we don't have like okay, like now we know malaria is caused by a female Anopheles mosquito, something like that. No, in cancer it's idiopathic. They don't know, they haven't given us the definite, but every type of cancer, they have maybe the things that can lead to these types of cancer, which is like predisposing factors. Okay, so brothers and sisters, don't worry, because everything is easy. Like I cannot say like really easy, it's hard, especially when you get this information that you have cancer. But when you get your checkups, this thing is caught early and you go for treatment. Some people will say, I had breast cancer, but really it wasn't breast cancer. Maybe they had breast abscess. There's a difference between breast abscess, and sometimes we have the cysts in the breasts too. And some people get what we call galactocele, like if they were breastfeeding their kids and then they stopped and then the milk collected in there and you feel like it's a lump. So there are all types of swellings. Not all types of swellings are cancer. So people stop the notion of saying I had cancer. Who checked you and told you you had cancer? If you went to the doctor, they took a small piece of tissue from your breast and they confirmed it's cancer, then you can say it's cancer. Please don't use the word cancer. It's so big that you don't like to use it if you really don't have cancer, right? There are so many swellings we get that are not cancer. We get lipomas or all types of swellings, like as I mentioned in my uterus, there was a polyp. A polyp is a small like growth, but it's not cancer. A polyp, anybody can get it, can come in your nose, it can come in your cervix or in your uterus. So polyps are growths, but they are not cancer. So people stop saying everything is cancer. No, not every swelling is cancer, unless they take a biopsy and then they confirm it is a cancer, right? Get me right. And what else did I want to talk about? Because people have been asking these questions and we need to discuss about them. They were asking me, what determines the survival of a person? What determines the survival of a person suffering from cancer is which stage was the disease caught. If the disease was caught in stage 1 or 2, the survival rates are high. But if it's caught in the late stage 3, 4, the survival rates are very low. It can happen, you can survive because we have a living God, but they are low. Okay, so if you go early, your disease is detected early, you get early treatment, then your survival rates are very high. Another thing that leads to survival of cancer, it depends on the type of cells that are affected. Because sometimes you go and the doctor will tell you this type of cancer that you have is a very aggressive type of cancer. If you have an aggressive type of cancer, which means it grows very, very, very fast, sometimes controlling it is difficult. So the type of cancer that you have also determines your survival. If you get a slow growing cancer, then the survival rates are high too. So there are so many factors that lead to surviving of the cancer. And when did you start your treatment? Because there's one thing of getting diagnosed and one thing of getting treatment. You might be diagnosed today in stage 1. You take 2 years to start your treatment. By the time you start your treatment, the disease has progressed to another stage, or has even metastasized to other parts of the body. So when you go for this treatment at this late stage, then it means your survival rates are gonna be low, because they will be treating this type of cancer, and yet there's another, it has spread to other parts of the body. So the period between diagnosis and treatment also matters very much in the treatment of cancer. And another thing that determines the survival rate of cancer, of course, I believe on miracles. I believe we have a living God. Faith too. Some people are healed miraculously through prayer. Yes, people, even if it could be in the last stage, if God decides to heal you, you will be cured. That's very, very key. God can heal. I know He has healed people who have been through other conditions or cancer. And even in the Bible, we know there are people who've been healed of cancers, so or leprosy or whatever. So God can heal to cancer. So God is a key factor in the survival of cancer. That's why pray as you take your medication, because God can use the doctors too to heal you. Another thing that helps in the survival rate of cancer, I think those are the type of cancer, the stage at what it was caught, and not every cancer is same. Every cancer is different, and even the treatment that the doctor gives you is different depending on the staging. Because when you go to your doctor, you have to discuss about the treatment. They will inform you. Like for my case, I was informed my cancer could yes, because it was in stage 1. By the time they did the surgery, they could have, if I opted, I could have said no, surgery alone will cure me, I don't want any other. But because I understand, I've been in the medical field, I know this, and the doctor explained to me like chemo is a systemic treatment, of which I understand. It goes through your veins, it goes through your whatever was starting elsewhere, it will kill it, right? And then at least if there was some cancer cells that escaped to the system that are going to settle somewhere, they will be caught early and they'll be killed by the chemo. And then I went for radiation, because they told me it's most common, like for the people who have had surgery of hysterectomy, at the stump, some other tumors come to start forming there. So they told me it's good to get the brachytherapy, which is radiation on that stump. So I got that, and that was taken care of. And so I believe they gave me the best with the help of God, and that's why I'm here today smiling. So every patient, don't go and say, Jacqueline told me she got 3 treatments, why am I getting 1, or why am I getting 2? It depends with the experience of the doctor. It depends with what you discuss with the doctor, because there are different factors in the body that, there are different factors that determine your treatment. Because like for cancer, we cannot say, like if you ask me what causes cancer, some people are asking me this question. Cancer is the cause is idiopathic, which means there is no known cause of cancer. Particularly, like you can say the way we say in malaria, it's caused by a female Anopheles mosquito. No, we don't have a certain organism that causes cancer, but we only have predisposing factors. This predisposing factors is from the research, like they see this type of cancer maybe affects these people, or if you get a person from this family with this type of cancer, you are most likely going to see other people from the same family with the same cancers. So we have the predisposing factors that lead to that you will be told, like maybe people get cervical cancer, the predisposing factor is 1 to 3. The people get uterine cancer, the predisposing factor is 1 to 3. Because like they say in uterine cancer, most people get it's nuns, or the people who have never given birth. Why? I don't know. They don't know why it happens like that, but most people who have never given birth will get uterine cancer. So you see that's a predisposing factor, but it's not a cause, because they don't know what causes cancer up to now. So the treatment, and who gets cancer, anybody can get cancer at any time, at any age. Kids get cancer, some are born with cancer. Anybody, any age can get cancer. So anybody is predisposed to cancer. You can get cancer. The best thing is to go for early screening. If you are a lady, you are sexually active, you need to be going for every 3 months you go for the pap smear. But nowadays they have brought the vaccine for the kids who are not sexually active to get, so that they don't get the cervical cancer in future. So that's a relief for that part of it. But still we have these other types of cancer, like when you reach 40 they want you to do a colonoscopy so that they can detect maybe cancer of the colon early. If they get it early, you will survive it, but if you go late, then it's difficult to survive the cancer. Okay, so my brothers and sisters, don't be afraid, just be courageous and stand up for yourself. Because when you start saying like, I don't want to go for tests because I don't want to be told that I have cancer today, what are you helping yourself? If it's in there, it's still growing. By the time you will be bedbound, you'll be taken to the hospital, then they tell you you are in stage 4. Then that time, you know, now you are packing your stuff, because you will not be cured. They will just help you maybe to prolong your life, but they will not cure you. So it's good that you go for early screening. And brothers and sisters, I wanted to add one point here. When somebody has cancer, cancer is not leprosy or are survived. That you pass somewhere, people are pointing fingers, those who know that you are sick, even if it's HIV. Any disease anybody can get. So please stop pointing fingers at the people who are sick. You are there to support them. Love them just the way they are. Because people have died of road accidents who are never sick. So you can die anytime. People have gone from their houses who are strong and who are healthy, and they get shot on their way, they die. So people can die at any time, and it doesn't mean necessarily that when you get cancer or you get HIV, that's a death sentence. No, it's not. Stop marking people. Stop doing this stereotyping people like so she's stop it. I'm a survivor and I'm a proud survivor. I'm just as any other person. If you want to help me, of course, my body, like if I can say, my body is not as it used to be. I used to be a strong woman. Nowadays, I get tired very fast than I used to. I don't know if it's because of aging or it's because of the treatment that I went through. Of course, I know because of all those harsh treatments, my body doesn't feel the same. If you want to help me in a positive way. But stop sympathizing with me, but empathize with me. And make me feel like, you know, I'm a human being. I deserve it. I deserve the life. Yeah. So stop stereotyping people, talking about them. Yeah. Because today it's me, tomorrow it's you. What do you want me to do when it's you? Or when somebody is sick? If you have nothing to say, you better zip your mouth rather than being negative to this person, because this thing will never get out of this person who was suffering. When you talk and then maybe she gets this information, how you are talking about them when they are sick. The best medication is support the people, check them out. If you can pray for them, send them positive messages, hug them when you get them. That's what they need, love. Yeah? They need love, and that's most important. Yeah? Because depending on the type of surgery that they do, like especially me, they took off my uterus. I know sometimes I get mood swings. Today I can be happy, tomorrow I feel I'm so low, but it's not necessary. But the good thing, as I told you, I have a good support system, so I don't really go down like that. There's a lot of physical changes, physical and emotional changes in my body that never used to be. So please, brothers and sisters out there, love us, just the way we are. We are also like any other human being out there who is cancer free, and we are cancer free right now. And I love and I pray that many people can be cancer free. That I know if we want to help our doctors, please let's go for early screening of the disease. When it's caught early, we will survive. A lot of us will survive and we'll be happy with our families. Nobody wants to die prematurely. Nobody wants to, you know, we need to live. We need to live for our families. Yes. Can you imagine if you are not there today, the part you are covering in your family, who will be covering it? Huh? Of course, if God says today you are dying, you will definitely die, because there are many causes of death. It's not only that cancer causes death. You can get a road accident. You can get, when COVID came, some people died. But God said, no, it's not our turn. So we are here today. Yeah? But let's do our part and leave God do his part for us. I think I've answered most of the questions that people were asking, like the treatments, it's different, and not every swelling is a cancer. There are different types of swellings. As I told you in my other video, I had after my treatment, I had a cyst in my breast, and I had to go for further screening, like they did ultrasounds and they did a mammogram, and it was a simple cyst. It was swollen. At one point it was very hot. I could feel it because I could touch and feel it. It was hot and painful, and then it subsided slowly and it cleared completely. So this year when I went for my mammogram, nothing was seen. My breasts are normal and there's no swelling, there's nothing. So guys, don't panic, like because I have this swelling it could be cancer. It could be, yes, but it might not be cancer. So go, let the doctor just screen you or do the necessary examinations, and then you will be fine. Trust me, you will be fine, because as long as you have a living God in heaven, everything is gonna be fine. As I told you, Jesus never promised us a smooth flight. No, Jesus promised us a safe landing. I repeat that again. So all the turbulences in this world, we go through that, but when we land safely, we say thank you to God. So we have God will give us a safe landing. So my sisters and brothers, I really appreciate your help, because you guys have been checking my videos. I get new subscribers every day. I really love you. Thank you so much. Continue sharing with your friends and your family, those who have not subscribed to my channel. That way I reach as many people out there as possible, because I really want to talk to people, because I was naive. I was a nurse, but I never took things seriously. But when it caught me, I realized I need to tell people, I need to shout, I need to have a microphone and talk to people like, hey, let's go for checkup, let's go get screened, let's start our treatment early. Who knows about tomorrow? So if I had my own money, I could be here to help anybody who is diagnosed and doesn't have money for treatment, because cancer treatment is very expensive. And if you don't have money, it's really terrible. Especially from where we come, our motherland, Africa, it's hard. You have cancer. Today you've been diagnosed of cancer. And then you don't have money to start your treatment. By the time you start your treatment, you can't go even for 2 chemos. Somebody dies. It pains me a lot. I wish that we could have St. Jude in Africa, a St. Jude hospital where people go when they are diagnosed, they get free treatment for cancer, especially the young kids who are very innocent. People are losing life out there. People are dying because of poverty. I always put myself in that picture. If I was in Africa, what could have happened to me? I couldn't afford. I couldn't, that one for sure, I know. But I know I had a Father in heaven who could have taken care of me. And that's why maybe he led me to this country where I got my treatment. I'm okay. And I praise and thank God for everything that he does to me and my family. Let's trust in God. Let's keep believing and doing what we need to do, so that we can save lives out there. If you see somebody who is ignorant, who doesn't know, you see there's a swelling that you are not sure, if you can, please take them even for that diagnosis, just to move them one step at a time. Move them slowly. At least if you can take them to the hospital to be tested, you've done something great. From there, maybe when they know that this is the problem, maybe well-wishers will come through for them and they will be taken care of. Let's keep trusting in God and believing, because He's a wonderful God. Yes, He is. He gives life. He gives second chances. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God. Thank you for always coming to listen to my stories. And thank you for those who asked the questions. I've given some answers to the questions that you asked. Bye. And continue subscribing. And those who have subscribed, continue liking the videos. Please, that liking, the advertisements, and everything will make a very big difference in my channel. I know I'm growing day by day, and I believe by next year this time, I'll be somewhere. I'll have touched souls. I'll have touched people out there. Thank you so much. Be blessed. Have a good one. Until the next video, when I'll do my next video, have a good one.